Studying as an international student in Finland could be either free or not free, depending on various reasons. If you are interested to know what these reasons are, please stay tuned and watch this video to the end. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel once again, and thank you so much for clicking in. So in this video today, I'll be talking about and giving you a little guide on your decision to either study in Finnish or Swedish for those aspiring to move to Finland. So a majority of international students come to Finland and they fall under the category of fee-paying students. This is because when you are studying in Finland, it's the rule. If you are coming to Finland to study in the English language, you have to pay for your school fees. It's not like in maybe 2017 and back where people were able to study in Finland for completely free. Now the rules have changed. And the challenge is that unlike maybe in the years back, the school fee has actually been increasing as the years go by. I remember like when I was studying, the school fee was around like 6,000 euros, but then it increased and up to now it's like about 10,000 euros. But notwithstanding, there is still a possibility for you to be able to find a way to get a scholarship. There are some schools that give scholarship, a retroactive scholarship, right? And this is being done at the end of the semester when you've gained about, all your 60 credits. So depending on the requirements of your school, for my school, it had, you needed to have about 60 credits. That is at the end of the school year. Maybe it means you've passed all your courses without any carryover. Around the month of May, you are eligible then to apply, to the school board or to the admission board and, for a retroactive scholarship. And the results of those who have been accepted will come out around the month of August or September. And with that regards, the school itself will send you some amount of money, which you can be able to add up to what you already have saved, through your part-time job to be able to pay your school fee for the following year. And usually this retroactive scholarship is sometimes around 50% of your normal usual scholarship. So for example, I had like 6,000 euros to pay as my school fee, but when I get the retroactive scholarship, I'll be given like 3,000 euros, right? Which I use that to be able to add to what I have to pay for the next year of school fee. So actually it's technically not a scholarship or a scholarship, but anyhow, it still helps, right? It still reduces the burden off your shoulders. So moving on, I'll be talking about those who intend to study in Finland for absolutely €0, right? So with that regards, you need to be able to study in the Finnish or the Swedish language. So according to the rule, it doesn't matter your nationality, you can be able to study in Finland for completely free. But the deal breaker is that you have to study in Finnish or Swedish language. And most of the time, before you enroll into these programs, you need to be able to have at least a B1 level of the language. So most international students don't find themselves in this category because a lot of time before people come to Finland, they have absolutely no knowledge of the Finnish or the Swedish language, which therefore reduces their chances of studying for free. Moreover, if you come to Finland and maybe after your bachelor program, you decide to still go further, and by that time you've learned the Finnish or the Swedish language, you can then be able to study, apply to the program and study for completely free. Moving on, those who come to Finland, through family ties are also eligible to study for free, right? But firstly, they have to go to like the language school where you get to learn the language. And from there, you can be able to move now to your study program or whatever you decide to do. Other programs such as master's program, there are some schools that I hear there are some people who come to Finland and they study for absolutely free. And, maybe you get a scholarship to study in the master's program, for example, teaching in Obo Academy Vasa, or maybe you decide to do a PhD program. With those ones, you can be able to study for free. But if you are doing a bachelor's program, most of the times you are supposed to pay for your fee. Another way in which you can be able to study in Finland for absolutely €0 is when you choose to study in a vocational school, right? For example, a lot of you might already have heard about VAMIA, where you can study to be a cook or a waiter or maybe engineering and other weathering courses. With that vocational studies, if you gain admission, then you can be able to study in English, but absolutely free. So basically, that's it for this video. I hope you learned one or two things from this video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and put your comments in the comment section below. If you have more questions which have not been mentioned here or something that you want to know, please make sure to comment and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.